Okay, hey everyone, and welcome to another brand new Class 66 Rocks locomotive review. Now, in this review, I'm going to be taking a look at a HO scale model, but I think this particular one is actually quite old, and you'll see why in a minute. So, without further ado, let's have a look at what we've got today then. So, today, as we can see, we have an Athearn model. And as you can tell, it is an old Athearn box, because the new ones have got clear plastic lids in the centre. So this particular one, I'm not too sure which year it's actually from. But if we have a look at the side, we can see it was purchased by the previous owner from a company called Victor's, which I've never heard of. And he got it for £33.57. But as we can see here on the side of the box, you can just about make that out. We're going to be looking at an SD40-2. It's powered and it's in CN, Canadian National Livery, and it's also NAFTA or NAFTA. Now I'm not too sure what that actually means, but if you do know, please leave your comments below. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take the lid off and we shall take a look at it. I'm not too sure whether this has got to be hardwired or whether it's DCC. I would have said it needs to be hardwired actually. So before I show you the locomotive, in this bag here are the accessories. They're all sealed up, and if I just do that, it sounds like a packet of Tic Tacs, doesn't it? So there must be quite a few minute small parts inside here. So once we've moved house or over Christmas maybe, I might try and start to detail it. So with that out of the way, let's have a look at the locomotive. So here it is, the SD40-2 in Canadian National Livery. So as you can see, it's very well protected. The box is a bit flimsy. It's just standard cardboard. It's not like today's boxes like the Carto ones or the Athearn ones that you receive today that are a bit tougher than this. This is just basically really flimsy cardboard, but we have got some foam inserts, which is a good feature. That protects the front and the back of the locomotive as well as underneath it. So it was very well packaged when it arrived. So what I'm going to do now, because we've got no holes on the back of the box, I'm just going to slowly take it out. So before I just show you that, I've also just discovered under quite a lot of foam we have the instructions for the SD40-2. Well, I say instructions, I think it's more of a parts list actually. So as you can see, we have all the part numbers on there. I don't think there's anything on the back. Nope, there isn't. So that's just a parts list. So let's take a look at the locomotive itself then. So here we have it, the SD40-2. Now I've got to say it has got quite a bit of weight to it, which is a good thing, because the more weight you have, the better traction capacity and haulage capacity that it has. So what we'll do, we'll take a look at the front first. So as you can see on the front of the locomotive, above here, this is where the road numbers are supposed to go, but I think they might be in that accessory pack that I just showed you. So I've got quite a lot of work to do on this, because when I first took it out of the box and saw it hadn't got any detailing, I thought this is going to be a long-winded job. So as we can see, we've got holes for where the lights are. Now I think if I turn the locomotive round to the side in a minute, I think the bulb has actually slipped down because it's facing like that in the cab. So whether or not it's slipped out during transit through the post, I don't know whether it's supposed to be like that. But as we can see, we have some windows on the front there. On the bonnet half of the locomotive, we can see we have the CN logo. As you can see, this is where the detailing, I'll have to go, like the rails, etc. And we've also got these on the front, which I think are cow catchers, but correct me if I'm wrong. So turning the locomotive around to the side now, if I can just tilt that, I don't know whether the camera's even going to pick that up, but if you can see in there, there's like a bulb shape nearest the window on the other side. That's what I was trying to tell you about, but I might be able to see it better on the other side actually. So as we can see, first off we have 6 wheels on either bogie, there and there. So looking at the side of the locomotive now, you can see we've got this wheel here. I'm not too sure what that's actually for, but if you do know, please leave your comments below. As we can see, we have the road number, which is 5930 or 5930. Underneath that, we have the words GF630 and GTW. Now, I'm not too sure what these letters or words mean, but if you do know, please leave your comments below. Moving across now, we can see we have the CN logo, and I think it's actually a map design on the back of there. I was once told by another modeller what it was, and I've completely forgot, so I apologise for that. But as you can see, it's a striking colour scheme, orange, white and black, and there's also a bit of yellow on there as well. This is actually the second CN locomotive I've got actually. So if you want to check out my other review, please feel free to type in CN on my channel and it should come up. So turning the locomotive round to the back now, again we can see we have the CN logo on the bottom half of the locomotive there. Again, that's where the headlamps are supposed to be, or lighting, whatever you want to call it. But I think once I've got the body off, I'm going to have to either put a LED in there or find the one that's already in there, because I'm not too sure whether there's one fitted or not. So this particular locomotive might have to have quite a bit of maintenance on it actually. So again, you can see we have the area where we've got the detailing, and we've also got the cow catchers or snow ploughs as I call them. So turning the loco round to the other side now, you can see again we have the CN logo there on the back of the locomotive and the map design, I think it is. Again, on the front half you can see we have the road number 5930. Underneath that we have GF630 and GTW. So there's nothing much different on this side I can show you, but I'll try and show you that bulb. You might be able to see it a bit better there. If I just try and tilt it slightly, can you see like there? If some of you can see it, it's proving a bit hard to actually get in close to it. But you can see like a bulb shape sticking up a bit like, in fact, I'll show you with my finger. It's sticking up like that. And if you can see that object through that window that's sticking up like this, then that's what I'm on about. So let's take a look at the roof section of the locomotive. So as you can see, we've got a bit of basic detailing around the front half of the locomotive roof here, but moving towards the back we can see we have some very nice fans. They're not etched, I don't think, but they are a nice touch. So I can't actually fault this model at all. So I will over time, either over Christmas or when I've moved house, like I say, I'll do some maintenance on this. I'll see if it needs to be hardwired or whether it's DCC ready. Get the detailing fitted, get the lighting sorted on it. So I'll try and run it on my new layout at my new house eventually, so please bear with me and I will have that sorted as soon as I can. But that's it basically, the Athearn SD40-2 in Canadian National Livery.